On the screen, blood starts to dance. Tickets run wild like a snake in the grass. Fingers twitch fast, orders thrown in. Dreams on the line, world spinning again. Shots like a maze, my head's on fire. Failure whispers, but I aim higher. Pop test gates trying to shake my pride. Won't stay down, I'll break the tide. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Test after test, I'm kissing the edge. Risk and reward, I made my pledge. Futures clash, the screen's alive. Bankroll breathing, it's how I survive. Fear and greed, they speak my name. Fight through shadows, win this game. Strategy tied, I'm locked and loaded. Profit streams, my brain's decoded. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Ooh, I'm moody for the bag, man. Like looking at the tad net. I'm ready for a nut, yeah. We'll keep our stand, get current now. More money for the bag, man. Like looking at the tad net. I'm ready for a nut, yeah. We'll keep our stand, get current now. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Eyes on the screen, blood starts to dance. Tickets run wild like a snake in the grass. Fingers twitch fast, orders thrown in. Dreams on the line, world spinning again. Shots like a maze, my head's on fire. Failure whispers, but I aim higher. Pop test gates trying to shake my pride. Won't stay down, I'll break the tide. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Test after test, I'm kissing the edge. Risk and reward, I made my pledge. Futures clash, the screen's alive. Bankroll breathing, it's how I survive. Fear and greed, they speak my name. Fight through shadows, win this game. Strategy tied, I'm locked and loaded. Profit streams, my brain's decoded. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Ooh, I'm moody for the bag, man. Like looking at the tad net. I'm ready for a nut, yeah. We'll keep our stand, get current now. More money for the bag, man. Like looking at the tad net. I'm ready for a nut, yeah. We'll we'll keep on staying current. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Somebody give me a sound check. Let me know if you hear me okay, if all is good and well in trading land. Let me know if sound is good, vibes are good. You guys hear me okay? Give me a hi in chat. Let me see if I got you over here on this side as well. Where are you guys? There we go. Good morning, Fabio. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Douglas, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hi, how's everybody doing? So, overnight, I passed my, actually wasn't even overnight, it was just yesterday. I passed my not final, but my goal target of 7 funded accounts. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 accounts funded. I've been trading it very light. I may trade a little bit with it, a little bit of it with you today on the funded side. So the most important thing, the critical difference that I'm doing on the funded. God, I'm sorry, guys. I just like this endless allergy. I always sound like I'm stuffed and I have a cold, but none of which is true. Anyways, the single biggest difference between how I'm trading my funded accounts versus how I'm trading the wealth charts accounts, which are still in queue. Wealth charts is moving towards target, but these are evals. Is size. It's literally size. I'm trading 1/10 the size. I'm trading literally micro lots on my funded accounts. And the reason why is because when I'm trading my funded accounts, which is just like trading my real accounts, and I actually open up a real account as well. So, we can talk a little bit about that later. Is because the game here is not to hit the target, but to survive. Surviving is winning, because the longer you survive, the higher the probability of winning overall. And that's basically the game plan. So by trading super small, I give myself both the space to absorb, several losses, and also the ability to overcome them with larger size if I want to. And that's pretty much going to be my game plan. Not everything else stays the same. Entry positions, exit positions, all the same. I'm just trading for literally 1/10 of a size on my funded accounts, which means that I'm perfectly willing to wait a month, 2, even 3 to get funded. Remember, I have lifetime licenses. One of the cool things about Apex, as I told you guys, is once you're funded, there's no additional fees to pay except for the one-time fee. And as a matter of fact, right now, if you get funded right now, the one-time fee is actually only $100 instead of $130, which makes it a lot easier to be able to to get it done. I got the last one done at that price. So again, completely different games that we're playing when we're playing eval versus playing funded, and I'm going to play both of those games with you today on the bench. As far as news goes, as far as what's going on in the news right now, we had the ADP numbers come out, and they were significantly worse. 37,000 against 111,000 projected, and that's interesting. Best results tonight, really? I'm surprised actually that the best results for the trend strategy are 9:30, 10:15, because I actually think that most of the trends kind of seem to develop after 10 o'clock in the market. It's usually like a 10 to 11, 11:30 that you get the strategy. But anyways, regardless of how it goes, what do I want to tell you? I lost my train of thought. Oh, ADP's 37,000 against 111,000. Why is the market kind of not shrugging it off? The market is shrugging it off because I think that was kind of like the frozen month, right? When everybody was really, really afraid that the tariffs were going to be permanent. Now that we see that the tariffs is just basically a negotiation game, the market is sort of feeling. By the way, as I'm looking over here, I actually have a setup here. No, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't have a setup. I totally forgot. I'm negative trend here, so no setups. The basic idea is that the market is shrugging this off because economic data has actually been very strong. Atlanta Fed GDP is projecting 4.5% for this quarter, given the economic data that we had. So that's very, very impressive. And therefore, it's basically, as long as the tariff situation doesn't get much worse, the market is kind of thinking this is going to be a one-off event, which is why you basically saw the sell-off and then it come back up the other way. By the way, I traded the sell-off. I just want to tell you how the trend scalping approach that I use can be used for news trading, and I'll walk you through it exactly what I did, because you can actually see it on the wealth charts here. And it works really well, generally, even on news trading. The idea is the following. So we're going to apply the exact same rules we always apply, which is we have to have negative trend or positive trend. In this case, we have negative trend and negative momentum. We had negative trend, and then this was the first red dot after the initial sell-off. So we had initial sell-off, a retrace, and then the first red dot on the initial sell-off. That was the trade. Boom, boom. Quick 5 points on the scalp. Usually that's a pretty good approach. News, of course, can also be very problematic. News can just turn into a V-shaped recovery, and you hope you don't get yourself caught in a V-shape where you just kind of sell the bottom. But because you're waiting for negative momentum to develop, a red dot to develop on the charts, you tend to avoid a lot of false plays on the charts. Now, the other thing is that given the fact that how quickly this bounced, I was a lot more cautious about taking this particular signal, which is a legitimate signal, however, not a good one. And the one thing that made me hesitate, which was the reason why I didn't take it, it was a good idea, was that the slope itself. Remember, the slope is constantly being updated. The slope here was in a rising format, and what you want in a perfect world is trend, momentum, and slope. We don't need slope in the one dot formation that I have, but it definitely helps. And if there's a doubt, it's always better to step away and not take the trade, because we have like ample opportunity to take more trades as we go along. I haven't looked at gold, by the way. Where's gold? Gold actually legitimately a buy trade, right? Let me see if I can let's do a little bit of a gold trade here. We're going to do, I don't even have gold on my thing here. MGCQ. I'm a little bit late on gold. I'm not gonna take this gold trade. The trade was here at 82.5, and that trade already got done. So we're not gonna take the gold trade because I'm a little bit late. But we'll come back to it if there's a trade in gold. We'll come back to it. I'm also on the S&P. Again, I'm going to be trading in micros because I am because I'm trading on the funded accounts, but these I'll be trading in minis because these are eval accounts. So we'll see how it goes. Right now we got no trades, no chance. I do not trade live Forex, Dave. I only trade indices and gold. Forex is a little too slow to trade live for my taste. So Christopher says that he was kind of surprised by the fact that the first 45 minutes of the day are the best trend signals of the day. Interesting. Definitely, I think sort of like the most problematic time of the day is like around 12 noon to 1:30 in the afternoon. Usually that's when you get a lot of chop and back and forth movement where you don't really get a chance to accelerate the trade. Wow. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm still sniffing. Still sniffing. So how's everybody doing? Everybody's good. I hope you guys had a good session. Yesterday was like the perfect day for scalping. And let me show you. We always show all the good, the bad, and the ugly. But I think sometimes it's really good to just understand what is the ideal. Because if you know what the ideal is, you could just simply trade only when you see something like that setting up and not do anything else. Let me go to TradingView just to show you a little bit cleaner. So what is the ideal? Actually, this is a little bit of the ideal is here. The most important part of what I call the ideal price structure is to have a long in our case is a couple of hours, a long trend slice. What's a trend slice? A trend slice is what the short-term moving average continuously remains in trend above or below. So this stayed positive trend from 3 in the morning until like 8, in the afternoon until ADP News broke the trend, right? So if you were just sort of in this time frame, you only had literally one false signal, which was this one. Let me go through the signals with you here. This was the only false signal, but every other signal was a winner. The check mark winner. 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 I guess this is all one. It'd be unfair because basically you got long here and it only got done here. What's this? This is 93.50. Yeah, this would have been a very tight, but it would have been a winner. This was definitely a winner, and even this was a winner. You actually made money just before the ADP numbers, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With one negative, there was actually another winner here, easy winner here because he went. Was it red to green over here? 8. Right? So that's what you want. If you find that 2-hour slice where the price action just simply trends up, as I said, virtually every single signal, which is a move from red to green, is going to be a winning signal, right? And obviously, you don't need to go like, sorry guys, I'm just really sneezy. You don't even need to, take all of these signals. You could just kind of focus, take 2 or 3 in a row with larger size and just, be done for the day if you want to be. That's the point. The point is that when you have this kind of a structure, when it starts to go and it starts to stay in trend for a couple of hours, you are assured of good production. Now, what's going on over here? What's going on over here is that we're staying negative trend, right? And here's the only reason I'm not kind of shorting this right now is because trend is still rising, the slope is still rising, so I'm a little bit leery. Although I actually think this is not a bad short over here. We're transitioning from green to red. It's either this short is either we'll do it on this one. Let me make sure I have it. Okay. What account is this? Yeah, this is Yeah, this one. So again, I'm just trading for 1 point, and I'm trading tiny because it's my funded account. I don't care. I don't care. On the Wealth Charts account, I'm going to sell this too right now. I'm a little bit late. I'm a little bit late on Wealth Charts. I should have waited a little bit longer. I mean, I should have been earlier. You know what? I'm going to flatten out. I don't want to take this trade late because the trade should have been here. Would have already hit target on Wealth Charts. So we'll watch the Wealth Charts trade. But I kind of got distracted with MES. But this trade, had I taken this trade right now, the close was 719 and the low on this candle was 13. So we would have easily made the 5 points clip. I'm going to try and stay on Wealth Charts with you guys today and look for opportunities. But of course, we need we need the setups in order for us to take the trade. Good job, Ali. Ali got funded yesterday. Nice. How long did it take you to get funded, Ali? And so this is the reason why I basically did not stay in this trade. It was a okay signal, not a perfect signal because the trend was rising, the slope was rising. So we want negative trend, negative momentum, negative slope, but this was positive slope. So, and I was late on the entry. Like, you either had to just pull the trigger and make the quick 5 or just get out. And I was just like, no, I'm late on the entry. I don't want to stick around here unnecessarily. Ali did it in 4 hours. So you did it. So you took 2 contracts, which means he was making $200 per trade. Yesterday was just a beautiful, long, protracted trend slice in NASDAQ, which you needed to make 1,500. You needed to make 8 trades, right? You needed to make 8 trades. Took you 2 hours. Basically, you did 4 trades an hour, and you were done, right? That's kind of like the story. That's a great story. That's exactly what It's exactly what you can do if you just focus on. Were you trading trend only, Ali? Tell us a little bit about how you got funded. I'm sure people would love to know. No, Ali. We trade NASDAQ, S&P, and gold futures. If you want to trade gold as a CFD, join me in Asia, 7:45 p.m. New York tonight, and every Tuesday, Wednesday night, I trade gold. Only trend. Basically 8 trades and you were done. Is that right? Just you picked your spots and you were done, right? Which is great. Ali, is that your wife or your girlfriend over there in that picture? And you see, guys, wife. Whoa, nice. Beautiful. Yeah, she looks really beautiful. You see how I don't know if you guys were following me on Twitter today, but I was saying that the market seems to be really shrugging off this because they sort of think that this is yesterday's news. And you see how NASDAQ now just completely recovers to positive mode, right? Which is another reason why when the slope was not confirming your your move, you want to just either get out quickly or just get the fuck out. Period. Just get out of the way. The main thing to see, we got, what time is it? Oh, it's 9:30. 9:30 is the market open. Let's see if they can hold this move or it kind of dies out and we go back to negative bid. For now, we're positive bid. Blue is above red. I'm going to whip out my, where's my thing? Hold on. My magnifying glass. You can see on my magnifying glass, we're positive bid. Blue is above red now, right? So what we need to do now is if this stays positive bid, we're going to watch for red dot, green dot sequence. Once we get that red dot, green dot sequence, we're going to go long NASDAQ. I have gold on my other screen here, guys, which I'm going to watch carefully. Gold is doing nothing. It's just kind of twirling its way to the downside again. So there's no real signal in gold. And we'll see what NASDAQ wants to develop for us. If you guys want to join the community, the QR link is right there. Those of you guys on Twitter, just simply click that QR link or screenshot it, whatever it is, and just trade from it. I'll actually post the link in YouTube if you guys want to pick it up. You're going to get the chance to get the free day trading course and the free Forex trading course just by joining the community and getting everything else. So if you're interested, please click that link. Automatically joins you into the community. Automatically gives you access to the day trading course and to the Forex trading course for Kathy. So you guys can really enjoy it. And if you want the Apex, here's the Apex discount, which hopefully you'll find very useful. So now I'm just sitting here patiently waiting. It's 9:35 to see if we get a little bit of a corrective move, or if we're going to start to break out. If we break out the highs, that's great. That means we're really going to be strong positive trend. Meantime, just to switch a little bit to gold to show you gold. Here's gold. Gold is negative trend. Starting to dip negative, but what we need is to see again a green-red sequence for us to get involved. NASDAQ starting to run nicely, which is good. And what we are interested in, of course, in a perfect world, is we're looking for a nice long continuity of trend for a couple of hours. Can we get, can I get an amen? Can I get a couple of hours worth of trend? If I do, then I just simply sit tight and scalp to the upside on that trend and try to pick up points as much as I can. Pretty simple and pretty effective. Anybody else got funded besides Ali? Ali gets the chicken today. Let me see. Hold on a second. Media assets. Where am I? Ali gets the flying chicken for his funded. Good job, my friend. Chicken. Winner, chicken dinner for Ali. You guys want to, for my coaching tomorrow night, private coaching with me, and of course, access to Kathy and everything else. This is the Trading 360 link. I'll put that up here. Again, if you guys want, oops, what did I just do here? Fabio says he's getting three accounts close. Good job, man. Good job. Fabio, I will be happy to give you the winner chicken dinner if you get there. Let me do this. So this is the 365 Trading 360 access. That's 6 months. You get everything from our indicators to my trading to coaching, all of it right then and there. And I will sign you up, and right now you'll be able to get 2 free Apex prop accounts. So it'll be great. You can start out and you can have 2 free prop accounts as a result of this deal. Let me know if you guys want to join. NASDAQ starting to pop up. Gold is down. Just waiting patiently to see if we get some signals, some trades for signals. Now, of course, you want to be more aggressive in there, guys. I think Fabio actually does this. There are guys in the room that trade this much more aggressively, where they just simply say, "Oh, we're now trend. We have positive slope, positive momentum. I'm just going to get long the dots." And if you get a strong trend move, like 10, 15 minutes worth of buying, you winner. You get like 3 or 4 winners in a row, $200. You're done in half an hour. I'm just sort of my methodology is to pace myself, to give myself those pauses, to trade much more judiciously. But there's no reason why you can't follow momentum strongly. I mean, we're just popping up. First 10 minutes, we're really popping up through the. Matter of fact, we took out. Look at this, the pre ADP highs. So the market really shrugging off the ADP news so far. It's interesting to see. Just checking what you guys are doing here. Who else is close to trying to get funded? Who's got like within $500 of funding? Fabio's one. Anybody else in the room? No? All right, let me know. Oh, Goldilocks starting to give us a possible setup. So gold is negative bid, right? It's kind of going away right now, of course, as usual. Negative bid. I'm gonna need a green dot followed by a red dot. That would be retrace followed by resumption of momentum. I want to go short that momentum if I get the opportunity. NASDAQ right now is just runaway train, just a single runaway train. Oh, so the other thing I was going to tell you, coaching tomorrow, right? So you're looking at just the simplest, easiest, most basic version of the kind of trading that you can do with this indicator, with the BFF indicator, just pure scalping. In coaching, there are 4 distinct and very, very unique strategies buried inside this indicator, which I uncover for you one by one, show you how to configure them, show you how they run, and they can be used on a much longer time frame, like if you want to do just 1 or 2 trades a day for maybe 100 points of NASDAQ, it's possible with this indicator. So every single week, we're going to uncover one of these strategies. Today, we're going to start with the trend strategy. Not today, tomorrow. Tomorrow's coaching. We're going to start with that trend strategy tomorrow. And, hopefully, if you guys like the idea of getting some great strategic ideas and the tools to execute them, you can come join us. Oh, look at you, my man. Good luck, huh? $400 to get 50K funding. Good job. Good job, Misha. Good job. Hey, Tom, question for you. Are you trading 25,000s? Like, here's what my advice to you would be. Number 1, trade the 25,000s only, because those are the easiest to get funded, right? Then number 2, I would trade like 5 or 6 of them. I think one of the things that is hampering you is you're actually probably a little too cautious, and you see the guy. When you're trying to get funded towards target, you just have to come in with the attitude, I'm going to burn 3 or 4 accounts, but the 5th one is going to go through, and not just because you're going to gamble, but because you're going to take risk, and risk by its definition sometimes going to go against you. If you were for example, like Ali did yesterday, take 2 NASDAQ trades on a 25,000. He did it on 50,000, but you can do it on 25,000, even faster. it's 6 or 7 trades and you're done. Even if you like lose one and you have, if you lose one, you're like 10, you can go 10-1, 11-1 and be funded. And then the other way to do this at the same time, you don't have to do one or the other. You can do both contemporaneously. Oh, okay, guys. Ambulance, police, or fire. This one is really easy. What do you think it was? First one in comments, guess the chicken dinner. Ambulance, police, or fire? Ambulance, Fabio, very good, very good. Nope, not a police. Not police, guys, not police. You gotta know the difference. The police would have been no. The ambulance is this like long wailing sound. But anyways, that's what I would try and do. I'd get like 5 25s. Trade some of them are really large size, some of them in ultra small size. See how that goes for you. Give it a shot. Sorry guys. Damn it. Unfortunately, I had my eye off the ball. I was watching your comments here. I missed the gold trade. So what do I do here? I mean, this is a very, very it's a tough thing. I'm gonna just trade very small gold here. Against my better judgment. Even though I shouldn't, but just because I want to show you the mechanics. So here's what I did wrong and what you shouldn't do, but worthwhile kind of looking at. Why is this? Oh, because it's on MGC. Okay, if we look at the gold, and I'm always taking signals off the large contract, not off the small contract. What do we have here? We have negative trend, retrace, and we have negative momentum. So the entry is 77.3. Target would be 76.3, and actually would have easily made target. So what I'm doing right now is exactly what you shouldn't do, which is you miss the opportunity and you're entering the trade, even though the trade would have already taken a TP. But I wanted to just show you the mechanics. This is a small trade, and even though it's my funded account, I'm not going to cry about it if it doesn't work. Although God knows we all know how much I hate gold. But the point being is that this would have been the right trade. Right? Now it's very possible that that this thing could retrace against me and gold can just skyrocket higher. But mechanically, this trade would have been a good trade and would have been a TP for us. Let's go back to NASDAQ, and NASDAQ actually now finally started to look like it might set up for us. So what I mean by setup is we're starting to get red dots, right? Which means that in a couple of candles, maybe 1 or 2 candles, we might be able to get some green dots. The next green dot is going to be a buy trade for us. But until we get a green dot, we got nothing. So it definitely is not going to be on this one. It'll be maybe a couple of candles forward. But we'll keep the screen on NASDAQ, and I'll watch gold for my corner eye here to see if it does anything for me. I really should not enter trades that I missed, but I'm always torn between showing you good technique, but also showing you mechanics, because I really, I want you to see me taking trades so you understand exactly how those trades work. So I might have to eat this trade as a result of it. You know what I think? You know what I think I should do? I just realized this. I think we can do. I don't know. I can't do it. I can't do it off TradeAbit, but yeah, I can definitely do it off TradingView. I was going to say, if I want to demonstrate a trade without actually taking a trade, I should probably just use the paper trading in TradingView. NQ is looking for a buy signal. No buy signal yet. We need a green dot here in NQ to make this viable. So now we get the green dot, but we have about a minute 20 left, so we have a long time to go. But if this construct holds, we're going to go long NQ. But we got a whole minute to go in NQ. Let's see if it holds. 52 seconds on NQ. Just waiting patiently. Uh, 33 seconds. I think we can widen this out, right? Yeah. So you guys can actually see this wide. Okay. The green dot is disappearing on us. 12 seconds left, and it's kind of going away. We are not pulling the trigger until the candle closes. We're not going to anticipate this move. If we don't get a signal, we don't trade it. No signal. Next, just waiting patiently for the next one. No trade. No trade. No trade. So should we do like BK Traders OTT merchandise, like a cap with the BK Traders logo over here that I have? You know, join the community, the logo, and then we just put OTT on the bottom. You know, and then donate all the proceeds to some nice animal rescue foundation. 58 seconds left. We are getting a green dot now. Let's see if that's going to work for us. Oh, you know what I'm going to do, guys? So exit. Fuck it. I got out of my gold trade at flat just because it's a bullshit trade. I don't want to be in it, and I want to focus on Nasdaq here, anyways. Because I was late on that gold trade, so I don't really want to be in it, and it's my funded account, so I don't need to practice on my funded account. Oh, still going away. Can't hold the highs. No green dots. No green dots. No go. 12 seconds left on the candle. Doesn't look like we're going to do it. All right, no trade. No trade. No trade. They're the same, John. They're the same as they like for which product. They're the same as they would be for futures. Getting a red dot now, so starting to lose a little momentum. And this is the beauty of the indicator. It doesn't put you into stupid trades, right? 90% of the value of the indicator is that it just kind of does not have you take unnecessary. It's always going to take risk, and you're always going to have some risk to hold. But the key in trading is to eliminate unnecessary risk. And it's a perfect example of where, everything looked great on the chart, but we didn't have the confirmation, and it was unnecessary risk. It just completely reversed on us, right? There was no momentum going on. Oh, I wanted to share with you guys. I don't know if you guys saw this. This is actually one of my better tweets. Let me find it for you. This actually had I was impressed even with myself because I thought this was a really good cut. It wasn't like my great idea. I kind of expounded on somebody else's idea. Jerry Parker, who's a great trend trader. Where the fuck is this tweet? Oh, it's another. This is something that surprised the hell out of me. First of all, I didn't know that they kept the statistic, but apparently we continue the streak. If you have a one-handed backhand in tennis, like I used to before I could stop trading, before I could stop playing, it's become a rarity these days. And we we've had someone with a one-handed backhand reach the semifinals of a Grand Slam every year since tennis began. And he kept the streak alive, which is really, really wild, which I thought was really, really cool. Anyways, here's the sequence of tweets and subtweets that I thought was really interesting. There's no trades, guys. So let me just go over here. No trades. It's all negative trade. We're kind of coming back down. It's going to be a couple of minutes before we even have a chance for a signal. So let me take your attention. Oops, what did I just do? Let me take your attention over here to this. So Jerry tweets out that the core task of GPT is to predict the next word. It's essentially the same with quant trading. Instead of predicting the next word, we predict the rise and fall of prices over the next time interval. I thought that was really interesting because that is actually literally what AI does. But then it just kind of triggered a thought in my head that yes, everything in life is a prediction game, trying to predict the next word, the next behavior, the next price movement, all of those things. And then I remembered, I don't know if you guys know this, but Fair Isaac, the FICO score in the U.S., that's your credit score. For those of you who are not U.S. customers or U.S. Citizens, it's literally like the most important score for the U.S. economy. Because if you don't have a good credit score, you can't get credit, you can't buy a car, you can't buy a house, you can't even buy appliances, whatever. So the FICO score is like the most important, score as a consumer that you have. Now, what do you think? This is like a multi-billion-dollar company. Everybody trusts their analytics. They've been around since the beginning of credit has been invented. What do you think is the single most important weighted element or variable in their analysis of what makes a good risk? Like, what makes you a good credit risk? Post your answers in chat. I'm just curious. Curious what you guys think. And I promise you, I do have a point here. So let me know. Let me know what you guys think. We'll switch over to no, not the NASDAQ. Still not doing anything. Still kind of blown up. History of paid credits. Exactly. It's got nothing to do with how much money you have in the bank. You could have $1 million in a bank. If you didn't pay last month's bill and didn't pay the month's prior bill, you are a horrible credit risk. This is people think it's always money or assets or anything else. No, it's your behavior. It's your behavior. Your behavior creates the most important part of your waiting period. Now, when you think about it, when you deconstruct that, what is the algorithm really measuring? Your most immediate past, right? It doesn't care that 20 years ago you paid all your bills, or 20 years. It doesn't care that 20 years ago you had 20 million in your bank account and you paid all your bills. If right now you have $20 in your bank account, but you continue to pay your bills because you're being a conscientious creditor, you are a much better credit risk than somebody who now has 20 million in their account but is late on their payments. So it's the immediate past that is the most important weighted variable in predicting the future, whether it be ChatGPT, AI, whether it be credit scores with FICO, and whether it be prices with Trend. Trend is basically looking at the immediate past and trying to predict the immediate future, right? If you think about that. And that's exactly what we do, because we're looking at the immediate past. We're looking, trend is the immediate past, momentum is the immediate past, and slope is the immediate past. And if we have those three immediate things positive, then the immediate future has a strong chance of being positive. Same way, if we have it negative, the immediate future has a chance of being negative. So the more immediate past variables we have that confirm our posture, the more likely the immediate future is going to come true, which is I just thought it was kind of fascinating. So, everything in life is really contingent on just the prior moment. That's not, of course you can have this, prior moment is positive, then boom, shock, move to the downside. Yes, that's the whole point, is if it was fully predictable, then life would be completely deterministic. But life is always random. There's always this candle amidst all of these candles. But the idea is that if you're going to predict the next candle, you always want to make your best bet on the prior candle. So you kind of like, if you've been predicting a sharp fall here and here and here, you'd be wrong about 20 times before you finally were right in terms of this. And when you flip it around, you understand that you're right, 19 out of 20 times. You're obviously on the right side of, that's what I call on the right side of God, on the right side of trend, right? Yeah, Fabio says, that's right. That's why they want you to pay your credit card to improve your credit scores. Yeah, use your credit card. Yes, exactly. Right. That's actually absolutely right. That's literally the whole approach that I have. That, I feel that I have a much better handle on the immediate past than I do on, or the immediate future. Sorry, let me put it this way. If you're scalping, you're forecasting immediate future. I can forecast immediate future with immediate. Oh, shit. We got to trade. Okay, I gotta stop bullshitting. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Goes away. Sorry, guys. I was pontificating. I almost blew the trade, but there was no signal. So the next one might give us a signal. So we'll stay with the trade. PMI in 2 minutes. You're right, Kevin. I really need to not fuck around with this. Let's wait. Even though this might be a signal, let's not take it. Let's wait for the PMI. Let's go to the calendar. It's a big PMI. It's really important. It's the ISM services. How much time do we have? We have a minute to go, right? A minute to go. So we're just gonna have to. I'd rather give up this trade rather than drive myself into the news. Sorry. Let's actually look at NASDAQ here as we come close to the news. 30 seconds left on the news. 30 seconds to the news countdown. Let's see what's going on. Sigurd, I use. I'll answer your question. Just 1 second. 12 seconds left. Negative. New orders really fell. Services down. Prices paid up. Fuck. Everything is bad. Employment is the only thing that's good. So here we go. So 50 against 53. Employment is the only thing that's good. New orders dropped a lot, and the overall PMI is 49.9 against 2. That's a negative print with prices fucking up. So everything is bad. That's it. That's the first really negative. That might be the straw that breaks the camel's back, and that could put us into a negative trend condition on NASDAQ for the next couple of hours. Who knows? But if it does, it'll give us lots of opportunities to trade from the short side. But it was a good thing not. It wouldn't have given us a signal anyways. But there was no need to stand in front of a locomotive and have that happen. So there we go. We're kind of staying true. How many ticks do I use for stop loss and profit? It depends on the instrument. And the answer to all of that is in my free course, which you can enter by joining our free community. Okay. I'm sorry being I'm not being a dick, but I just want everybody to come in and take the course and get fully familiarized with the structure of what we do. Um, yeah, no, today's one of those days where we're trading around the news event. Interesting, they're buying it all up. They really don't care. They kind of the market is just simply saying, this is all bullshit. It's all yesterday's news. It's a 1 month blip to the downside. Maybe. We'll see. But right now, we certainly don't have any any price evidence to want to move on our trades. Yeah, market doesn't care. Nico says market doesn't care. Probably true. We'll see. Market does seem to a little bit care. Prices are all turned negative, right? Trend looks like it's going to be down. We'll see. Let's see what everybody is saying on the on analysis here. Okay, let's see what's happening on my tweet deck for headlines. Yeah, that's actually kind of I think Forex Live's got the best read on this. He says there was a time. Excuse me. Let me just look at the markets here. No, no signals. There was a time when a report like this would really rattle the markets, but it turned into a boy who cried wolf scenario, with consumers basically continuing to spend, and the government continuing to spend too. So everybody's shrugging this off. Does that mean that they'll continue to shrug it off? Absolutely not. We could get a lot more. I don't dismiss the possibility that we could get very negative today. We could have a 200-300 point down day if selling accelerates, right? Right now, everybody's just kind of quiet, but we are getting negative big time, right? Moving average is just about ready to cross to the downside, and we might take out the lows, which is around the 600. And if they start selling it lower, we could easily go to 21.5 as the day progresses. All of that will be very, very attractive to us when the opportunity presents itself, because it's going to create these great selling entries in a downtrend if that happens. Right now, it's still not clear what the market wants to do. Yeah, I got the ADP, post ADP. Yeah, nobody trolls better than Trump. Ashwin, we're going to talk about it. I know we've been doing everything but that, but today, not tonight. It's going to be tomorrow. The coaching is tomorrow night. But we're gonna talk about long trend techniques tomorrow. I promise you. Yeah. Oh, by the way, good news for those of you guys who are on wealth charts. Spoke to Rob yesterday. They're getting very close to the final code, so we should have the perfect version of the indicator very, very soon on wealth charts, which is going to make it even a lot easier for us to be able to isolate the trading opportunities. So we are crossing over, blue dipping below red. We are negative trend territory now. Started to print some red dots. Let's see what it wants to do. Maybe a couple of more minutes. We have a little bit of a retrace and then come back down. We'll take that move. remember I said that the low, are they going to take out the lows here at around the 600s, 650s, right? Kind of take those lows, bounce back up, resume the selling. That's where we want to come in and see if we can participate. Tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow, very important. We're gonna trade very tight because I got to be on a plane to Florida. So we're gonna trade like 9:15 to probably like around 9:45, 9:50, and then I gotta hop off. And then Friday, I'll be doing non-farm payrolls from Florida. I actually got a portable second monitor, so now there'll be no excuse for me not to trade because I can trade from my laptop. So we'll be all set. It should be fun. Gold reversals to the upside. NASDAQ now is starting to really unwind to the downside, which is kind of what I thought might happen. And fundamentally, though, it was definitely a case to be made. See where, trend is falling. We're downtrend here, all totally in play. Gold might set up. We have if we have a red, green dot in gold. Now that gold starts to kind of go positive bid, might be a play. NASDAQ is negative. Those two, yes, I have those on order, but I actually just ordered a very simple here. Let me see if I can show it to you. Hang on a second. Like, this is just really, really cool. It's, I don't know if you guys can see it. I guess you get it. I think you can see it like this, right? This is literally, it looks like a tablet, right? It just, it's a foldable monitor that you plug into your laptop and it gives you a second monitor. So like, you know how I need to be able to, to see your comments and to trade from the screen. This is going to give me the chance to do that. Good for you, man. $1,400. So you went short. You went short for that whole big trend. You just shorted the whole negative trend, single trade, which is great. Like I love it when people trade single trade on the thing. That's awesome. Really, really great. You get the chicken, my friend. Anybody who made that much money today, guess the chickens. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Good job, Ashman. Good job. Good job. Yeah, maybe I'll trade from the Apple Sun. I don't know. I don't like the Apple. The Apple glasses look retarded. So I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it. Oh, okay. Green dot, retrace, right? And then let's see. So they kind of held support here. Let's see if we start. This has got to close. And we got to reestablish the negative momentum. And if I can do that, we'll have a potential trade here. Just chilling, waiting for the setup. Same story happening on S&P, right? S&P is giving us green dot, red dot, negative. And gold is very positive bid, and we just need to see a little bit of a red dot, green dot resumption for us to trade gold. There may be, I'll hang with you guys for another 10, 15 minutes. It might take about 10, 15 minutes for us to see these trends resolve themselves. But let's see. So it's really, I think the interesting part is just how lackadaisical the markets are. They are just not that impressed either way. You're not seeing huge volumes and everybody's selling, and then dumping more and more and more. There's a little bit of selling, but the buyers step in, kind of gets absorbed, and everybody back to the middle. Not giving us too many opportunities. There was lots of just fundamental trade opportunities. You could have shorted this off the fundamental news, which is obviously a thing that we could do. It's just not what I do. I'm just trying to teach you guys one very specific structure so that you can get comfortable with that, and then then you can freestyle whatever you want. Probably need a couple more minutes to see if we can get any more negative flow here. So far, we're just getting counter flow. You know when you have like really great opportunities, actually, ironically enough, because price action is so sort of super choppy. If it's excuse me. If it's choppy in the right way, it offers you like really easy. Oh man, I'm sorry, guys. Oh God. Oh, sorry. Just for some reason, allergies today are just killing me. So here's choppy in the right way means just a little bit of a sell-off and a small bump. That's all we need. Winner. This one doesn't. This one dies out. So you have like two, 3. Actually, this one is also kind of a winner. So you don't really need a lot of movement. And this, by the way, is to me like these are the from around 9 o'clock at night New York until about 3 o'clock in the morning New York. This is like early Asia into early Europe. You tend to get really nice trend slices in gold. So here you could have sold this, sold this, sold this. Sold this one, sold this one, sold this one, sold this one, and it was all winners for you on the gold side. Let's see what's going on in NASDAQ. Nope, NASDAQ is still basically trading up, not giving us any signals here. That's a good trade there, Fabio. Good job on that. So we're getting counter flow signals, but don't celebrate just yet. I think it kind of may die out and start to resume the downtrend. If that's the case, we'll take it. I'm just trying to stay patient through the move here. Gold is really nice and strong to the upside. So a decline and a resumption would be a good trade for us. I would be happy to take that trade if I could just have to be patient enough to let it come to me. That's interesting. Well, that's totally very much our experience, right? That's been like our experience all the time. That Asia is the easiest place to make money in gold because gold has basically think about what property are we trading for? Like, what is the property we're optimizing for? If you think about this, I'm actually here's a question to everybody. Who let's see if you guys can answer the question. What is BFF? Oh, here we go. By the way, 19 seconds left. Let me get into this trade. Let me stop my bullshit and let's look at a trade. Still not 9 seconds left on a trade, so not that's interesting. Wow, that was a big flip to the downside. Okay, cool. We might be getting the next candle up. It might be a negative candle. Let's see. But anyways, if you think about what is it that we are optimized for, we're optimizing for continuity. And of course, what Evgeny was saying is that Asia and Europe have the greatest continuity in gold, and U.S. is the most choppiest, is the most discontinuous. Not even choppy, it's just discontinuous. There's no continuity going on here. Just focus. That's all it is. Focus, and also YM is very illiquid. I mean, it's not a big deal because we're trading small contracts, and you could trade it for sure. It's just focus. We can trade a million things, but as you can see, you need to be focused on one or two instruments to get it right. So there's no like philosophical reason why I'm not doing it. I just need focus. All right, just turning your attention to gold for just 1 second. Gold is positive bid. Oh, it was just showing me a red. It was showing me a red dot. If gold goes red dot, then we're going to be looking for a green dot. Reset up if I can get it. With Nasdaq, we've already had negative bid, green dots. Now we're looking for a negative red momentum dot. We're looking for momentum selling in order for us to want to trade. And it doesn't look like it. It looks like it wants to turn itself around for a time. Nothing much going on here, guys. All right, gold actually goes red dot, right? So I'm going to keep an eye on this on my other screen because I want to keep an eye on Nasdaq. But if gold goes, green dot, we want to be long gold on the next move. Nasdaq is retaking the 200 SMA. It's like the Terminator; it cannot be killed. Really interesting. Nobody cares. I think that's the motto of the day today. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the data. We're just we're going to twiddle our thumbs. Man, Nasdaq is just gold is nowhere close. Gold is just printing reds, and we need the gold to stabilize our printing greens. But yeah, it may be a couple of candles up, but we have a chance to trade the gold to the upside. Oh, am I looking at Nasdaq? I'm so lulled You see that? That was starting to give us a red dot. We got about $1.44 on the clock. Nothing much going on here. Nasdaq really. So let's sort of understand what's happened here. We have the news. Market sells off because the news is obviously pretty negative, right? Catches itself at the support level over here, does a bounce back, and now starting to let the air out of the tire. Now starting to, press to the downside, a little bit of negative momentum. So we are going to watch this. Let's see if I can do this like this. This is the countdown clock over here, 113. So far, the red dot kind of holding, but they're really, really testing it. It's not like it's 46 seconds left on the clock, guys. Now starting to sell to the downside. It's not a candle until it closes, so it could tease us. Gold also giving us a buy signal on the other chart, but we're going to focus on Nasdaq first and foremost, and see. We're going to wait till the close of the candle. 10 seconds left. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm going to wait for the candle to close. Candle closes. I'm short, and then we're going to go long gold. Did it go long gold? Okay, we're long gold too. So I'm long gold. Oh, shoot. What happened here? Wait, why is this profit? This is all wrong. What the hell's going on here? Oh, this is some weird thing over here. That's really weird. There's something wrong here. No, I'm on a small contract in gold. I don't know why. That's just really, really screwed up in gold. All right, let's see what's going on over here. We got done on the. I'm sorry, guys. I took my attention on gold because of some weird thing, but the Nasdaq trade got done. We got short here, exited here. It actually dropped a lot harder than we needed to be, and that trade was done on a second. So yeah, what the fuck is that with gold, huh? That is so weird. I'm sorry, I got distracted because I was looking at this negative 48 when in fact this is all messed up. My actual profit is positive. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to exit out. Hang on a second. No, I'm just gonna stay in this thing. Yeah, it's really weird. Really, really weird. Look at that weird thing. Trading View. What a fuck up. What a fucking fucked up platform that is. All right. Wealth Charts, however, does us right, and we do really well on that. So we're getting close. We need about close $500-600 to target on this. We were very, very patient, really, really patient with our trades today, and it paid off. We didn't pull the trigger until we were ready for the trigger, and that worked out really, really nicely. So very good. Good job on everybody. Good on everybody. I'm glad everybody got done. I'll let you know how the gold thing works. I'm trading it, very, very small. And it is really, really weird. And we talked about the idea that gold in New York is literally like the worst trade ever. So, I wonder if I should just stop fucking around with gold in New York at all. Even though if I'm trading small contracts, it's just so not worth it. It's such a negative experience for all of us. That maybe we just trade Nasdaq and just forget gold. I think maybe that's what we're gonna do. Just fuck it. I don't, it's a net negative from every aspect of our life. Takes away my attention. I miss Nasdaq trades. It doesn't do well. It's a piece of shit product in New York. It's a great product in Asia, but it's a shit product in New York. So maybe we're gonna do not trade gold, even though everybody wants to. That's interesting. I don't know. I don't know why. Um, huh? Yeah, bad karma. I agree, Rick. A bad karma. Um, the trades in New York. So, Fabio, like the thing with the trade with Nasdaq, that's very very important. Is you cannot hesitate. If the candle closes, you take the trade. That's why I was focusing on it, because it could, Nasdaq is very fast. They flush it and then they come back again. Like it seems like they were gonna, they really were turning it around hard here. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know if this feels like there's some kind of a news thing. And given the fact that it's negative news out of Putin, I don't know why the market jumped up. So I really don't know. It doesn't look like it was a news bomb. Oh, and my for all my bitching about gold actually rallied and we got hit. So I was targeting $300 on my funded account today, and I actually managed to get it. So all good. Even though I was shitting on gold, it actually worked out. All right, my friends, that was really a lot of fun. We hit every single trade today, and more importantly, we hit the good trades and wealth charts, which is the one that I really care about. Wealth charts, full functioning BFF coming soon, which is going to make our trading even that much better and easier. Very excited about that. So as soon as that's ready, I'll let you guys know. Everybody go out there, get some Apex accounts. Big discount with 71% off. Use BK Save, right? BK Save as the function. I just realized actually that you need to use the word BK Save here. We don't have it here. Use BK Save as the function. Anyways, I will see everybody tomorrow for a short one, and I will see everybody tonight for CFD trading. So everybody have a great day. Thank you so much. We're moving forward on all fronts. Okay. Everybody have a great day. I'll see you guys later.